Hey guys, and welcome to my 2021 setup. So, honestly, I was kind of setting up my 2021 journal on the go, and so I didn't film me actually drawing everything, just because I feel like there's a lot of pressure when I do that, and I already feel pressure setting up a new journal. Makes me anxious, so I thought I'd kind of set it up, figure out what I wanted to do since I'm using a new system, and then show you guys kind of how it turned out and what I'm going to be doing for each journal. So yeah, I'm going to start with this one just because it's basically a bullet journal. It's your regular bullet journal. But so I'm using this Midori B6 square grid journal. And I just decorated it with some stickers. This is from @Nicole on Instagram, G Soupy, Nat Andrewson, and Tiny Plant. I think this is also from Tiny Plant. But yeah, it was fun. Instead of using a normal bullet journal that has a cover, I enjoyed being able to put my own stickers and finally use my huge collection of vinyl stickers. So yeah, that was nice. And every Midori journal kind of comes with this little label, I guess, to set it up. So I just put that there. This is from Apple Cheeks, Tiny Plant, and Cheyenne Barton. And then my 2021 pages start right away. So again, this is basically a normal bullet journal. I'm going to be using it for planning, so I won't be writing about my life really. It's more just to-do lists, planning projects out for my Patreon or YouTube videos, whatever, kind of like that. Nothing about my life as much, just because it is small size and I'm not wanting to do daily pages or anything like that. But yeah, the Midori paper is, honestly I can't remember, it might be 80 GSM. It's pretty low, and that's half of what I'm used to. I'm used to the Archer and Olive 160 GSM. So you'll see in my pages, there's a lot of ghosting, but not really any bleeding because it's a really nice quality paper. And it's definitely more ivory than I'm used to, and it has this kind of blue square grid. But I just really wanted square grid. I really wanted B6 size, and there's not many options for that kind of journal, especially with thick paper, so I ended up with the Midori, but I'm really liking it so far. So yeah, I'll show you my 2021 spreads. This is the main spread. I kind of drew these picture frames, and I stuck to this color palette of this blue, red, yellow, and green. So yeah, I just did this classic stick lettering kind of. And it was kind of fun to work with a limited palette, and you'll see that in the next pages too. I carried on the picture frame theme I just wrote this year. I did the classic kind of future log or year at a glance, whatever spread you want to call it, and then I used my own washi tape at the bottom. And I surprisingly did not mess up any of these calendars, but you'll see that there's some smudges. Definitely this paper is really nice quality, but so far I haven't found a pen that doesn't smudge on this paper, so you just have to be careful and always kind of work left to right, because if you're putting your hand over it, it's probably gonna smudge. But I don't mind that. I'm kind of getting used to it. Really like how the spread turned out. And then here you can kind of see what I mean by the ghosting. It's pretty prominent, which I thought would bother me a lot, but it's not so far. Hopefully it'll be fine for me for the year, but here I'm just keeping track of books, podcasts, movies, and shows that I consumed this year, kind of like a media page. Some more little picture frames. And yeah, I obviously made the books and podcast section smaller because last year I read one book, so I've already almost beat my goal. I'm on track to beat my goal. Or beat my record, I guess, from last year, but yeah, that page is useful. I mostly just use it to look back on this journal and see what I was watching that year, I guess. I think it'd be interesting. And then this is kind of my version of a goals page. I don't usually set super qualitative or quantitative goals, just because I probably won't achieve them, especially in this kind of time. So I'm I did this more or less thing, which I carried on from my last 2020 journal. It basically just means like breaking or like making new habits. So yeah, I wanted to do less. I want to spend less, eat bad food less, overwork less, doubt less, and compare myself to others less. And then as for more video games, cooking, resting, creating, sharing, health, and reading. So like there's no actual goal that I need to achieve. It's pretty relaxed, I guess. And then here's some more kind of more specific goals. I really want to focus on my YouTube and Patreon and kind of like refresh my branding and stuff on like my social media. I also want to try streaming for the first time, which I've started to set up. New washi and memo pads in the shop, and expand my Patreon, which is also in the works. But yeah. And then I thought I'd show you just my January spread so you can kind of get an idea of how I'm using this journal. Kind of looks just like your typical bullet journal spread. I am not going too themed this year, as in like monthly themes, just because I want to use all the stationery that I have, and all my stationery doesn't really fit a theme all the time. So I'm kind of just doing weekly themes, I guess, because each spread still looks cohesive and has like a color scheme, but not a monthly theme. But yeah, this is my January spread. I really love this. The sticker is by G Soupy. Love her. And obviously these are my tapes from my shop. So yeah, this is my first spread. Again, how I told you guys, I'm basically just using this journal for to-do lists. So typically in my old journal, I'd write what I did that day or memories that I want to keep, but I don't know, I just didn't really like it all in one journal, I guess. So that's what my other journal's for, which I'll tell you about. But yeah, I really like how this spread turned out. And I'm kind of trying to find the balance of negative space in my journal, because if you saw my 2020 flip through, a lot of my spreads are just like packed full. Like, I'm not trying to go for a minimalist look. Obviously this isn't very minimalist. I still like really colorful and a lot of stationery and stuff, but I just wanted some white space so that it looks a little cleaner. And yeah, here I was just, that's for my Patreon, but I was planning my Patreon newsletter and also planning a shop update that I'm working on, which is probably out by the time you're watching this. And then I can't wait to post the spread on Instagram because I really love it. It ended up being Spirited Away theme, just because I have the Haku washi tape. This is from my Studio Ghibli sticker sheet. So is this, little soot sprites. I really love how this turned out. I just happened to have stationery that kind of all matched perfectly. And I usually never use pink. I don't think I've ever made a pink spread, but yeah, again, I kind of want to use like more structured like writing and to-do lists in this journal, as opposed to just like filling all of the empty space with just kind of little blurbs of text. And this is, for me, minimal decoration, surprisingly. And then yeah, that's pretty much all I've done since this is the week that I'm filming this. But yeah, that's kind of an idea of how I'll be using this journal, which I'm really loving so far. So let me know what you think of my 2021 spreads. I haven't posted them on Instagram yet, but I'm planning to do that really soon. And yeah, this is my next journal, which is a 2021 Hobonichi Weeks. And I've been looking at these for years. I feel like everybody knows about Hobonichi, the brand. It's like this really famous Japanese stationery brand that people like dedicate their whole life to. People are obsessed with it, but I now understand why. I was kind of worried because the paper, like the Midori, is super thin. It's even thinner than the Midori. But again, it's like really nice quality, fountain pen friendly. And yeah, it's mostly it's a planner, basically. It's a dated planner, which is really different for me. I've never used that before. but oh, I got the swallows cover, which is really cute. It has like such a nice texture, kind of feels like a necktie, which I think is what it's supposed to be. But yeah, I decorated with some Cheyenne Barton and Ghost Puff stickers in here. And it has a bunch of intro pages, so since it's in Japanese, there's a bunch of Japanese writing here that, I don't know, I kind of just covered up the kanji with this little note because obviously I can't read it. But yeah, here's 2021, 2020, and 2022, like year at a glance spreads, I guess, just for reference basically. And this page I'm using as birthdays. I know it's super tiny, so I might have to hold it up a bit more. But this is basically another year at a glance spread. And then it actually started in December 2020, this journal, so, but I didn't have it at that time. I got it in December, so this is blank. But it has all the monthly spreads in a row. So this is my January calendar spread, which some months I might use, but I don't really have that much written in this just because I don't have much happening this month. But yeah, this was really fun to decorate. This is like my favorite sticker ever. It's Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter. You need to watch it if you haven't. But yeah, again, they just have all the monthly calendars at the start. And then I started journaling in this when I got it, which was December, so I have a few like holiday weeklies. And as you can see, I've kind of just been writing like a little memory from that day, or something like happy that happened, or something big that happened, whatever it may be. Even sometimes I'll just write what I had for dinner if I don't have anything to write. But and then this is a little blank page, so these are obviously dated blank. It also has like the moon phases and everything, and this is usually a Japanese quote, but I usually cover it with washi tape, just again because I can't read it. But yeah, I kind of just use this as like a weekly page, or just to journal for fun, I guess, like decorate. And yeah, it's been fun to kind of just write a little blurb each day. I'm enjoying that so far, instead of like writing it in my normal bullet journal. And I really like to use memo pads in here because one, I love them, but also it makes the other page like thicker, like there's less ghosting on the other page because of the memo pad. So yeah, I've been using those a lot more. And then I got into my January spreads for the first time. I really like these. And then this is the week that I'm on right now. So yeah, sometimes I don't do any weekly to-dos or anything. I just kind of make a spread for fun on the right, I guess. And I've just been loving like using random stationery, because again, I'm trying to stray from themes, and this journal just really lets me use whatever I want. Like I'll use stickers that just match something relevant. Like I was playing Minecraft, so a cow. Again, Minecraft, so a little gaming sticker. I don't know, it's just fun, and I love using these tiny stickers lately. That's why I made some for my shop. And if you're wondering what this is, it's, I can't remember, I think it's called a pencil board. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's basically like a plastic little board that you put under just to make the surface a little harder so you can write on it, and so that you're not like drawing into the next page or anything, like pushing into the next page if you write hard, I guess. And then it has a little ruler that you can use. And this is like the game Mother, which I don't play, but I know of, and I really like the aesthetic of it. And there's only like 2 available at the shop that I bought my journal from. So I just chose this one, but it's really cute. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Also, at the end of the Hobonichi, it has like a bunch of blank pages to use throughout the year. And then it has some interesting pages at the back that are mostly in Japanese, but I don't know, there's a lot of YouTube videos of like actual in-depth kind of tours of Hobonichi Weeks, I guess. I watched a bunch before I got mine. which you can look at for a closer look, but yeah. That is pretty much it for my journals, guys. If you have any questions about them or anything to say about them, really, you can just leave a comment and I'll be replying to them. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you liked it. I make a lot of more journaling videos and art videos also, like a lot of drawing and shop themed videos, I guess. But yeah, I hope you liked my video and thanks for watching.